This video will show you how to replace your windshield wiper inserts on a 2014 Lexus IS 350 OEM factory blade inserts. Make that clear. So we're going to be using some pliers, although you can do it with your hands, a small flathead screwdriver, and these are your blades. Okay, we're going to start with the passenger side because it's a little easier, and I'm going to show you how you know that they are factory or OEM blades. First of all, you can ask someone at the dealership, or when you pop this up. Now, if you were just changing your blades and you had something similar, you would just pop this up and then you could just push back on this and it'll come straight off. I went a little bit too far. Push back. Boom. Now, the way you're going to know that it is OEM or factory, you're going to see these numbers on here. And you see this little like barcode. You can tell. And if you go to your dealership, they're going to let you know. And then you can buy the inserts, which is cheaper than changing the blade. The whole blade itself, just doing inserts. And these are your inserts. So we're going to start with the smaller one. And you have two sides of it. You're going to see it has kind of like it's kind of like, not an arrow, but somewhat of a square arrow. And on the end of it, there's nothing. Okay? So remember that. And the way you take it off is the way you put it back on. So if you see, this is the end that I'm talking about, the arrow, and this is the flat end right here. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our pliers. You're going to pinch it. And if you break it, that's cool, because, or you rip it, because you're taking it off anyway. So you just want to get it off. And you see how you have these indentions. It's only one side of the blade is going to be like that. Okay, so I always keep the blade exactly how it is when I take it off to put it back on. So we're going to just slide this out, and I'm going to leave it like that, right? So we're looking at it like this. I'm going to take it off. Okay. You're going to have two, one on each side. So it comes off like that. Show you. One, two. Okay. And this was the front of it, like I showed you, and this is how I took it off, facing that way. So let me get this ready. Pop this back up. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to insert this on each side. If you see this groove right here, that's where we're going to put it at. So we're just going to put it up in there like that, and you just want to slide it in. Like that. Wrong one, sorry. It's this one. So we start at the front. We're just going to put it inside this groove. Right here like that. The top one. Like that. I'm trying to look at the screen and then do it at the same time. I'm just slide it all the way on. It might come out. You just keep on pushing and try to hold it with your finger. So that was on the end. And we're going to flip it around. And we're going to do the other side. So I don't know whether we had it forward like this because it was where the little arrow was. I'm going to put it up in there like that. And we're going to slide it in. And you just hold it like that. Now you got them on both ends. Make sure it's all the way in there. Okay. Now we're going to put it back up in there. It's going to go into the groove like that, and we're going to slide it through each one. It takes a little, I mean, I practice because I do it all the time, but it's not rocket scientist. Okay? It might come off, it might move around, and then when it gets to the end, you're going to see the little grooves. You want to just snap it in place, like keep pushing until it goes in place like that. Yeah, and then you got it. Now let's go put it back on the car. So also, when you take this off, I probably should have told you this when I took it off, you can lift this all the way up. You don't really want to do that, and if you do, you want to set it back down. Do not let it slap, because if it slaps down, it's going to crack your windshield, and you're going to have a problem. It's going to be an expensive problem. So lift it back up, put it through there, push it back like that, snap it in place. Wow. So you do repeat this on the other side also, I'm gonna take it off for you. I know viewer retention is not more than a minute, so I don't want to drag this video on longer than it has to be, so I'm gonna just move a little bit faster this time. But you get the picture though. So push it back, up like that, down gently. If you want, you can put a towel under it. Make sure the way we take it off is the way you place it. So if you want to grab it like that and pull it. Set it down the same way. Pop them out. Sometimes you can wipe them down. Sometimes I do. I'll like clean them if they're gritty. I'll just rub a little towel over it. And then find your arrow, which is on this side. This goes where the arrow is at. Pop that up in there. Trying to go a little bit faster for you. Put that up in there like that. You're gonna hold it. Smooth it out like that. Spin it around. It might fall out when you do it, but you just gotta hold it back in place. When you just start putting it in the tracks, it'll go back in place like it's supposed to. It'll keep it in place. When you put them together, it makes it a little bit easier. Make sure it goes all the way to the end. See what I'm doing? I'm gonna put it back in there. Way. Now this is the open part. That's the one that you start at. You go back in there like that. All the way to the end, and then when you go, you want to, like I said, you want to put it in that groove, and you want to push it to goes in that groove. Okay. And this is the driver's side. It does. This arm also goes all the way up like that. Not the best thing to do. I wouldn't, because like I said, if it falls down, it's gonna crack your windshield. So. For your preference, lift it up, put it on, push it, snap it, voila.